Welcome back to Spotlight Entertainment Network, guys. I am your host, Millionaire Trader Alex, guys, and I'm back with another one. Today, we are talking about simps. What is a simp? A simp is someone that do way too much for their partner. In this case, we're talking about men. Men that simp. They do way too much. Most of the time, they're excessive. You can do things for a woman that you like as long as you get reciprocal actions from her. If it's one-sided, then you simping. If you gotta pay for that kindness and courteousness, then you a simp. Because you can take someone out to a nice place and they can be kind and courteous when you go out. That's normal. That's kind of that happens through the vetting process when meeting a woman. But if you're going overboard, you literally beg this woman to get her attention. You could be persistent. It works sometime. It works sometime if you're persistent, but you can't simp while you're being persistent. Now, you can do nice gestures to try to gain her attention, but a woman knows if she's going to give you a chance or not. Sometimes some guys chip away at it. Some guys take years of chipping away at one woman. He's just strongly going after this one woman. But it's how you do it. Now, a lot of guys do a lot of simping, and those guys don't have a lot of experience with women. And there's guys that do have experience with women, they just love simping. That's just that's their game, so to speak, to get what they want. It's to pay their way. They lead with their wallet. But it all hurts. It hurts other men in the result of their simping. Because now you giving these women or that woman an expectation for the next man because you simp so hard. What do simps do? They pay bills. They buy clothes. They give out cash, all for the attention and validation of a woman. I know it sounds crazy, but guys do this, and there's a lot of them. And and most guys aren't handsome. We're not built to be handsome. That's why it's so little handsome men. We're just not naturally beautiful people. That's not why we're built. We're not built to be beautiful. Women are. They're supposed to use their beauty to find their mate or their life partner. That's what's supposed to happen. But let me not get off track, but that does play a factor. So most men aren't like extraordinary handsome. So that's out the gate. That's out on the table. So by us knowing this, men have to build themselves up and do things to get a woman's attention. Now some guys, they're big men, 6'2", 275. These guys are big, 6'4", 6'5". They're big men. They're gonna get a better look because they're a large man. He has physical prowess that's going to allow him to garner attention from women because he's a large man and she feels protected by this man. So women gravitate to those kind of men. Women also gravitate to handsome men, of course, and these guys most of the time are players because they are going to get majority of the women because it's only a few men that's this handsome. If they got the matching body and height, when they got a muscular physique and they got the right height, Oh, these guys are dangerous. And these guys can be simps too. Handsome men can be simps. They have fed this fantasy of love to men and women. And most of the time, man, they feed this fantasy of love that we should be laying our coat down to let them walk over a puddle. We should be sending them roses at work. We should be singing songs at their window. Those are the things that we've been fed through the 80s and 90s and in 70s. So these are level of simping when you're going overboard just to get a woman's attention. It shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard to do. But these guys do that. They do excessive things. Most of these guys, a simp will lie. He will lie just to gain more attention from a woman. Simps lie. Simps do way too much with their money. They leave with their wallet. And they're willing to let women do what they want. So they're pretty much a doormat. They have no backbone. They have no moral to stand on or more ground to stand on and check a woman. Women like to be checked, but most simps won't check them. They won't do it because they don't want to make her mad. They want to be on their good side at all times. And guys, that hurts other men because women, if they date multiple simps, she think that is the behavior of men. She think that's what men are. This is how men act. This is what I should get from a man. Wrong. You just like simps. A man that has moral character and mean what he say and know how to wind it down a woman, it's a hell of a combination. It's a hell of a combination. But guys, you have to stop being excessive to these women. I didn't say stop being nice to them. If you want a woman, you're going to have to be nice, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to be nice, but, at least be courteous. You know what I mean? Be kind at some point. But make sure you're stern in your tone and you're stern about the message you're trying to convey to the woman. Make sure you're stern about how you convey your message. It's mandatory. It is mandatory. Me, I never had a problem getting women. I'm not the most handsomest guy out there. I always knew that. So I had a little flair to my personality. But it was kind of natural to my personality anyway, but just more flair, being more comedic and things of that nature. Those are things having strong characteristics far as either just to get women, attention, comedy always work. Women love to laugh at jokes. So comedy is a good thing. Being a man of your word, that works. Being a man of your word works. You definitely have to know how to have conversation with them. Know how to approach them. That's a must. But simps know how to do this. And let me tell you another thing that simps do. Simps are chameleons. They will pose as a real man. Because simps have friends that are real men. And they will borrow some of those traits just so they can gain access to a woman. Shoot, a simp will tell lies on his friend just to get closer to that woman. Yes. I've seen this happen with my own eyes, heard it with my own ears. It's amazing what people will do, you know, just to gain access to a woman and have sex. It's amazing. So simping really, really hurt the game as far as men and women relationships, because the guys doing excessive things. And now we're gonna go into rich simps. Yes, there are rich simps. There's guys that go through school, let's say a professional athlete. A lot of these guys are simps. They just don't have the real dominant relationship with women. Most of them are mama's boys. Some of them have a mother and a father, but sometimes their dad getting dominated by the mother. They don't have a real strong role model. Like, no, that's not how that goes. You don't allow a woman to do that to you or say those things to you. A lot of men don't have that, and they will fall weak to beautiful women. Beautiful women make men weak. It's, this has been going on for years and years and years and years, and it would never end. It would never end unless most guys start catching on what's going on. And, most guys want that beautiful woman, but it's not going to happen. But the good thing about it, there are a lot of pretty girls out there. They're just not 9s and 10s. But there are a lot of beautiful 6s, 7s, and 8s. I won't even go to the 8 category. I say there are a lot of beautiful 6s and 7s. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of 6s and 7s that are beautiful. But they think, but in these days and time, they do think they're 9 and 10. And that's what we run into a problem at in dating. 6s and 7s think they're 10s. And they think they should get extra treatment, just like the 9s and 10s. And it's not true. It's not what's real. It's not reality. So beauty definitely control a lot of men, especially men that ain't used to dealing with a beautiful woman. Guys, most beautiful women, they're girls. They are girls. Their aesthetics are just beautiful, but they are a regular person. They have wants, desires, needs, just like anybody else. They want to have a real conversation, just like everybody else. They don't want to be lied to and fluffed up all the time. They really don't like it, to be honest with you, because they've been getting that since they was 12, 13 years old, since they grew a little bump on their chest and a little bump on their back. It's been that way ever since. They got treated like a princess all the way going up to 10, 11 years old. I know this because I have nieces and nephews, so I see how it works. Well, I have nieces since we're talking about women. I have nieces. That happens. So, beauty have simps going overboard. And guys, when they introduce twerking on video, and you can see, you can open up your phone and look at your phone and see booty twerking and clapping on the phone. And we talking about a lot of guys that really don't have access to that unless they go to a strip club or something. It blew a lot of simps away, and it changed the world. It changed the world. Those platforms blew up because of simps. It was so many of them. So many of them. They willing to do anything just to see more of it, to get around it. That's what a simp do. That's what a simp do. They would do anything. Shoot, some of them they'll sell drugs just to make sure they got the money they need to get that beautiful woman. They can go simp. I told you they would pay bills. They would They'll put cars and cars, houses in their name. Do you know how risky that kind of stuff is? Because that stuff goes on your credit. When a woman turns their back on you and wants to destroy you, she can, because your name is on all her stuff. And she can just take off and do what she wants to do. And if you do put it in her name, you are definitely messing up. You are simping to the 1,000th power. And you're not getting anything in return. She don't reciprocate the same energy that you put out as far as what you're spending. You wrecking the game now, player. You wrecking the game. You don't give out so much. You shouldn't. Men should know this. You don't give so much and she give little. That is not a good winning. That is not a winning formula. That is not going to get you a relationship. That's not going to make her want to marry you. None of those things make a woman want to marry you. What women like to see in a man, your ability to lead. The things you do works. I mean, if you set out to go do something and it benefited you and it works, they like to see that. Like, dang, this guy really get on this thing and he really make that thing happen. Wow, I like that. And then if you're assertive with yourself, not cocky, but just assertive, they like that as well. And a guy that know what he's talking about. They don't just make up stuff or just say what everybody else is saying. They actually know what they're talking about because they experienced this stuff. They've studied it. They like an intelligent man that knows what he's talking about. Real women. We're not talking about the pookie picking women. We're not talking about them. We're talking about real women. They like you to have a little charisma. It's a little bit of charisma. Just really just be. That's when they really be talking about be yourself. They want you to be your authentic self so they can actually see your charisma. That's what they're actually looking for. They want to see whether you're charismatic. Can you work a crowd? They like guys that has that ability. Especially they do it with a great dialect. That turns them on. Really, for real. But I know I'm out here giving out free game, man. But you can't simp to do that. Do not be excessive. Do not go over and beyond. This is not a movie. This is not something on television. This is not Boy Meets World or whatever other show that been out. I'm not sure what's been out lately. This is not that. This is not Nickelodeon. Do not do this foolishness. It's all entertainment. But simping hurts everyone, guys. It hurts the woman because they give an inflated, distorted view of men. And it also makes the path harder for other men that actually is not a simp. She's looking at him crazy like all the other men that I know done this for me. I'm beautiful, damn it. And this is what I normally get because I'm beautiful. They even had a song called that shit. But this is what they used to. And so they demand that. That's where they get these high expectations from. Currently today in the modern world. For simps. Guys just wasting $2,000-$3,000 on them. Wasting it. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with doing something good for a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you be excessive, and when it's not, when the love or the care is not being reciprocated, then you're doing too much. Cause she's not gonna do the same thing for you. If she was to get monies in her hand, let's say she won $50,000. Would you think that woman is gonna go out there and buy you gifts and take you on a trip? More than likely, that's gonna be a no. She's gonna do what she always did: go shopping with her homegirls, go on trips with her homegirls. Most of them love their mothers, so they'll do a lot of different things for their mothers as well. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I think everybody should love their mother. I love mine. Trust me, it's a picture right here. But they like to do things. They're gonna do things for the people they love. And you, as a man, and you've been simping, you're not a person she loves. You're just a guy that she's using. In today's world, you become food. Oh, Jeffrey. I knew I was hungry. Let me call Jeffrey. He gonna get me something. Hey, babe. What's going on? Oh, I'm hungry. He goes, Simp. Shit, well, babe, what you trying to get? You already know what you need to do. Call the Uber Eats. Let me know what's up. What you want to eat? They ready to spend that bread. Especially that men that got it. And that's why they came up with this old simping slogan. It ain't tricking unless if you got it. Oh, it's tricking. It's tricking. If you didn't have less of it, you'll still trick your money off. Now you got more of it, you're gonna trick more of your money off. You're still a trick. That's right. Oh, tricking is a form of simping, guys. It's because you don't want to do the work to meet a woman and treat her. I'll just say date her. And we can have a partner. And you can, have relations. Well, as far as I know the hookup culture is very strong. So I'm not trying to teach you guys to hook up with women, but at least you'll be able to know how to meet and greet a woman if you're trying to get a relationship with her. But the thing is, no tricking, guys. No tricking. It's a crazy place out there, man. Most of the time, cheaters use tricking. Guys that they just don't want to. They don't want to fuss. They don't want to go with they don't want to date. They don't want to go on, have all these drawn out conversations over the phone and text messaging and all this stuff. It's a shortcut. It's being lazy. It's getting right to it. But that's been a part of the game for a long time. So that's not going away. It's gonna be people that just can't do it. Just can't talk to women. Or they just don't want to go through that process. They just want to go on around it. Use the loophole. So I'm not gonna really get in that space too much longer. But guys, you can't do it. You can't do it. Don't do it. Go do it the right way. Meet and greet. I recommend you meeting women out in public where you can actually see them and you don't have to go through online attitude, online uppityness, online personalities. You don't want to have to deal with none of that fake stuff. It's all fake and it's a facade. Go out in public and meet these women. If you're handsome enough, put out a very good profile. That's certain type of profiles they do like. That's a few guys on the internet. I think I've seen a few I don't know how I stumbled across it, but I seen a guy that was kind of like breaking down social media and how to properly use social media for men with intentions that want to meet women online or through Instagram and Facebook and dating apps. But I don't recommend it. I mean, it was a good source, but now the tables have turned over the last 7 to 8 years now. So now the apps are not obsolete, but they treat the apps completely different in comparison to the way they treated when they first came on the scene. So guys, you would have to have strategy. You really gonna have to have strategy to meet women on apps, and very much have messages that work, but at the same time still have some creativity with it. Most women look at your picture, they know whether they're gonna talk to you or not. So that be the case. That be the case. But do not make offers online. Do not do that until you guys have a conversation, y'all have a mutual agreement, and you can, offer to treat her to a date so you can get to know her. Now, I know this dating thing has become an issue with what type of date shall you take a woman on. A regular dinner date does work. It does work. Do it gotta be super duper expensive? No. It should not have to be super duper expensive. If they want to go out to an expensive restaurant, let them go and pay for that expensive restaurant. Especially in the first or second date. That you don't go out on expensive restaurant dates. You don't do that unless you know this person and you spent a lot of time with this person. Then you can treat them to that type of date. Do not take women on expensive dates. Regular dinner dates, I'm not talking no McDonald's or no fast food burger restaurants. You don't do that. That is an insult. Do not do that. But a regular dinner date, I would say a 3-star restaurant is just fine. A 3-star restaurant is just fine. I'm not sure with your local restaurants and cities, because they have a lot of different ones. They have some franchise ones as well, but a 3-star restaurant is just fine. A 4-star, 5-star, that's later down. That's way later down the line once you guys establish something. Do not take them on no super duper expensive dates. I don't care if you have the money. You still don't do that. These ladies must earn what you're giving, and you got to earn her love just as well. So that's just the fact of the matter is, you got to earn her respect, and at the same time, she got to earn your respect as well. It can be given, common courtesy can be given, but gaining her respect and her trust, that takes time. But excessive behavior, excessive spending, excessive groveling, kissing ass does not work. Don't do it. Just be yourself. If you done built up some soft, cushy way of talking to women, you need to change that. That is not the way to do it. Just be forthcoming and be straightforward. Like I said, you still gotta have some charisma, and you still gonna have to be a person of their word in actions. But coffee dates. Some women do like coffee dates, some women don't. It's just the luck of the draw on that. I know a lot of guys on here telling you guys to take women on coffee dates. It's cool. It's something, depending on the type of woman you planning to take out. There are women that are high maintenance, and they just not going for that. That is not the woman for you. If she doesn't want to go on a coffee date, that is not the woman for you. Just plain and simple. If she willing to accept a coffee date with you, that means she may like you. You can use that as a strategy as far as finding out if a woman do like you. Because if a woman do like you or have interest in you, she will break her rule of not going on a coffee date to go on a coffee date with you. They do break their rules, and they break their rules for men they like. So just remember that, guys. Just remember that. But this thing has been going pretty long, guys. I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I hope I taught you guys something today. Let me know what's going on out in the comment section. Let me know if this is good information to you guys. Peace.
Oh yeah, constantly like an eye on me, waiting for me to make a move on you. I'm trying to catch my future